The Gemini program was still a little bit of like the Wild West when it came to spaceflight, and by that I mean NASA was still writing the rulebook on what was and was not allowed for the astronauts to do. Case in point, on Gemini 3, John Young snuck a corned beef sandwich into the spacecraft. Wally Schirra bought the sandwich on the morning of launch at a shop called Wolfie's. He snuck it to John Young, who snuck it in a pocket without telling Commander Gus Grissom that it was on board. When it came time for the crew to have their first meal and rest period, John Young whipped out the sandwich and Gus Grissom was pretty excited about it, until it turned out to be pretty crumbly and he did not want a lot of crumbs floating around inside the cockpit, so he stowed it. The corned beef sandwich was ultimately relatively harmless, until legislators got wind of it and got really, really mad. See, neither lawmakers nor the press realized that the food that was sent up on Gemini 3 was just to kind of taste test it and see if it was good enough to eat, sustain the astronauts, had nutritional value. They were kind of under the impression that this sandwich incident was flying in the face of a scientific goal, which it absolutely was not, but it did force NASA to make stricter rules on what astronauts could and could not bring with them into orbit. Gemini, the Wild West of spaceflight.